It's me, Damani Gray, MBA, back with another video. And today we're in front of Marsden Shoes. And we interviewed Chuck Marsden, the son's founder of Marsden Shoes, as well as Kevin, a long-term employee of the shoe company. But before we get into today's video, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn those notifications on so you don't miss another exciting episode of Doing It with Damani. And yes, I know I lost a bet and I cut my hair. So let me ask you this and leave a comment in the section below. Should I let it grow back or should I keep it short? It's all up to you guys. Let me know. Okay, today we're at Marsden Shoes and we have Kevin and Chuck Marsden, one of the founders, the son of the original founder of Marsden Shoes. Kevin, tell us about your business today.
So, I currently work here right now, and I'm the sales lead. Not the manager yet, but the sales lead. So pretty much for myself, what I do here is we have two portions of the store. We have a retail and then we have a medical side. Okay. So I typically do the day-to-day operations for the retail. Okay. So, fitting anybody that decides to come in and just request something easily. So something just has an average size foot or just mild to moderate foot problems. And that's when we start running into the medical portion that has the severe to extreme cases of foot problems. Okay. Now, typically, I do videos where we talk to the owners of the business, but you're a long-term employee of the business. Which gives us a perspective or gives us an opportunity to talk to what leads to longevity for an employee perspective, correct? How long have you worked here? For me, it'll be 9 years, actually 9 years already.
And what has kept you coming back after all this time?
Chuck Marsden.
Okay, Chuck,
hey.
As an employer, how do you keep your employees coming back from a retention point of view?
Well, actually, the main thing is not so much customers. We're a medical facility. Okay. And we're certified. We have certified podorthists, board certified podorthists, which I was at the beginning of it. I was number 20. They're now all over the world, but the United States came up with the idea to have Medicare patients only go to where they're board certified in podorthics, which means that we specialize in feet, like podiatrists, except we don't write prescriptions do surgeries. We make casts of the feet, we make orthotic devices, we do braces, all of these types of things. But mainly they're just pressure relief for diabetic feet. And if they have wounds, we try to help them heal them, get them healed quicker. And also we try to prevent them from getting wounds. Right. And then when we have feet that are very, very deformed from Charcot type deformities that diabetics get, we first cast their feet and they make custom shoes over these deformed feet.
That's interesting because my father had post-polio and a diabetic. Yes. And he had a deformed foot because of it.
That's our specialty.
That would have been your specialty.
Yes.
So what kind of shoe would you have manufactured for him? He needed elevated shoes.
Well, it depends on his foot condition, basically. Right. When the patient gets neuropathy, when they lose their sensation, they're in danger of getting wounds because it's just normal for a diabetic to fit their shoes too small because then they can maybe feel something. But their feet are so numb that they have no sensation. If they would step on a nail, a short shoe jamming their toes, they wouldn't know. Okay. That's why it's so dangerous.
Now, this is a two-part question for you starting off. What has been the key to your longevity here? And then the part two to that question is, what has been the key to your longevity here as well? So, what has been the key to your longevity here?
My longevity here, my father was with Dr. Scholl in New York in 1920, probably early in what we're doing now. Dr. Scholl patented the orthotic devices. Oh, really? And he had offices in Chicago, New York, Canada, but then it amazes me, he had one in London. I don't think Lindbergh had been to London.
No, I've never been to London.
But anyhow, Scholl was a pioneer of this.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. And my dad...
Did you meet Dr. Scholl?
No, he was long dead when I came along.
Okay.
I was born in 1932, and I started in this business. My father started me in this business at age 6.
Okay. And we're going to have a picture of you at age 6.
Yes.
Later on in this video.
I looked today for a... what time I started, and I found that picture, and that helped me immensely.
Okay. So now going to you, what has been the key to your longevity? Because this business has been here, what, 75 years?
75, 76 years, right around there.
So
well, your uncle and his mother both worked here.
Oh, really? So it's been a family affair for you too?
For my family also too. So my uncle's been at this business here for 46 years now.
Wow.
So even longer employee here, still here. Just a little busy with patients right now, but for myself here, I mean, longevity for me has been the ownership, the management and ownership of the business. That's key, I believe, for employees. You treat an employee right, they're going to want to stay.
Exactly. That's a very good point. Now I'm going to ask you a question. If this was given to me by someone who knew I was going to do the interview beforehand,
okay.
At what age do feet stop growing?
Feet stop growing? Being honest, so this is what I learned. Personally, myself, they don't.
They don't. They're always moving.
They're always changing. The feet always change. You know, people's arches drop and their foot just elongates forward and spreads. So, I mean, technically, the foot really doesn't stop. I had a customer between 101 and 103. Her foot spread a whole size.
Really? And what's your answer to the question? At what age do feet stop growing?
Stop doing what?
Growing.
Oh, gosh. What age did I stop growing?
Feet.
What age do your feet stop growing?
Oh, they just keep growing.
They just keep growing.
Yeah, in my case, they just kept growing. And I think the problem with a lot of people, and they thank us, is they will be a 10 at one time and then maybe a 12, and they're a 13. And they come in, they're amazed that they're a 13. We measure their feet, both feet, by the way, before we fit them, and they're just amazed that their feet have gotten from a 6 to an 8.
Okay.
Yeah, and a lot of people wear short shoes because they don't realize this.
Yeah, shoes to me, because I have big feet.
Yeah.
So it's been hard for me to find shoes.
You'd be very strange if you had little feet at your height. By the way, I'm not as short as I look, because these two are so tall.
Okay, so my next question to you is, do you have a favorite pair of shoes here, and why is that? And will we be able to see them?
So no, we can't see it. The only reason why is because my favorite pair of shoes that I ever got, well, in general, well, I have 2 favorite pairs of shoes. The one I'm currently wearing and another pair of a brand called Brooks. They made one called the Revel. And it was the original version, which was made like 5 years ago. It was my favorite pair of shoes. I still have, I bought 3 pairs of them, so I still use it to this day. They're just so comfortable, I never get tired of them, which is unusual for most shoes. And then the one I'm wearing, a brand called Birkenstock. You can see.
Birkenstock, those are nursing shoes.
You can see I use it, but I would buy another one, but they stopped making it.
They stopped making Birkenstocks about what, 10 years back?
Well, they make Birkenstocks, just don't make that particular style.
They don't make that style anymore.
Oh, because I know a lot of, for nursing, they stopped making certain nursing styles as well.
Oh yeah, well they still make the nursing clogs that everybody uses. They just use different brands like Dansco.
Oh, it's
yeah,
a
the
different
biggest thing with them is sandals.
Yeah, open sandals. Now, what's been your favorite pair of shoes?
Athletic shoes.
Athletic shoes?
Yeah.
And why is
I don't even want to wear, they're so comfortable.
Yeah,
and they're very supportive.
Yeah, very supportive.
They have great orthotic devices. Of course, we can fit our patients. We use extra depth shoes. And what that means that those shoes are probably a ½ inch with more depth and for swollen, bandaged feet. But also, what our big thing is to make orthotic devices that are accommodating. In other words, we make a ½ inch molded device to the foot and then put corrections in it to take pressure off wounds and calluses. And that's what we do here.
Okay.
Is try to prevent people from losing their feet.
Losing their feet. Now, final question. What would you want your customers to know about you or about the store? And I'm going to ask you after his
Okay, I'm ready.
You know, so for our customers, so pretty much you can go to a lot of places and they're going to use a lot of buzzwords to sell you items. With us, we don't really do that, and we won't really sell you something unless we think truly that it's going to help you. because a pair of shoes sitting in your closet for 5 years isn't going to help you any.
True.
And we'll do to the best of our ability to fit you, and then also to adjust the shoes complementary to accommodate any foot conditions that you have. So let's say, for example, you have plantar fasciitis, or you have a heel spur, or you have bunions or hammer toes. We're going to take that in consideration too when we fit you, and then of course add anything if necessary.
Okay.
So that's where we're different.
Kevin is with this business. The main thing is how you treat them. And Kevin is excellent, just wonderful people. They really love him.
Good. And so that's how. What would you want people to know about your business that you helped found going forward?
Oh, we help people. I've helped thousands of people.
Right.
And that's the real key. And people can actually lose their life. They lose their limbs, their legs and feet, and we do everything to prevent that, because it can shorten your life.
Yeah, well, what you do here is important.
Yeah, sometimes amputations do shorten people's lives, and we do everything we can to protect them and keep them safe.
Thank you.
That's our job. And that's what I really thank the Lord continually for helping me do what I did. That's it.
All right. Thank you for your answer. Thank you for having me, and thank you for your answer.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you, Kevin, for your answer, and thank you for having me.
Thank you.
This is the end of our vlog. Thank you for having me, Marsden Shoes. Special thanks to Chuck Marsden for coming down to talk to us. Special thanks to Kevin. I know we went through several trials and tribulations to get this interview done, but we got it done. Thank you very much. The outcome is fantastic. Remember to like, subscribe, and turn those notifications on so you don't miss another exciting episode of Doing It With the Money. And remember, entrepreneurs out there and now employees, you don't have to do it alone anymore when you can do it with the money.